Today we are going to be making a simple breakfast, very, very easy. Grits, scrambled eggs with cheese, of course, and we're making sausages and toast. Very, very simple. We're also going to have a little bit of coffee. I am still on the road. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to point you guys towards the stove and we're going to get started. But before we get started, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, can y'all see the stove? We got our water back here for the grits. We're gonna get that turned on and all that good stuff. And this is not my typical kitchen, so y'all might see me kind of running around looking kind of crazy at first, but your girl know what she is doing. So we got the water on for the grits. Uh, have my eggs right here. Have my eggs right here that we're gonna make. And look at the sausage on the stove. So I made this sausage the other day at my other cousin's house. And I actually like this sausage. Okay, it's starting to smoke. Something could have spilled in the burner. Y'all might hear a little bit of finger. I don't think that this burner works. See if I can turn that fan on a little so it's too loud. Okay. But I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get started. Because when you start trying to clean up and before you know it, you never get started. So like, let me just go ahead and get started. I do like to put a little bit of oil in the pan when I make my sausage. My cousin knows what's up. He has a squeeze bottle with the oil near the stove. I always tell y'all to do it. Okay, the last time I cooked, I was cooking for everybody. Oh my gosh, I just dropped one. That's okay. I was cooking for everybody, but today, just me and Ava. I tell you, it is hard cooking in different kitchens. Hard, but not impossible. Is I like this coffee though. Cafe Bustilo. Hey, how you doing, Drip? How you doing? Okay, Sasha's heating up. Ooh, water's going. It's not all the way ready, but it's getting there. Can y'all see it good? Do I need to bend y'all down a little bit? Okay, we got it up a little bit. I can kind of see. Hey, we got coffee on. We got the coffee on. That's looking good. Let's see, I can turn the camera down. See what for y'all. Sausage and cook too fast. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get you a membership. Okay, while we're waiting on the water for the grits to start going, we're gonna crack some eggs right here. Okay, so yesterday we did a live stream and I was eating these soul cakes and seafood lasagna. It was really, really good. Then we did another one. We did a panel show. So we had a good day yesterday. Today's gonna be even better though. Trying to stay positive. Okay, my water for my grits is definitely boiling. Water has to be hot and boiling. Let me toss these eggshells out real quick. I'm gonna try to see if I can find a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork. They still won't clump up, but a whisk is preferred. But if you don't have a whisk, that's cool. You can use a fork. Let's see. That's your whisk. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna panic. I like to use a whisk, but you don't necessarily have to. I have a spoon and I'm gonna use a fork. And then I'm gonna move this forward. I always like to make a little bit extra grits because I like to I reheat grits the next day and I use a little bit of water. Maybe and then I use the water and like add more water to it, kind of like whisk them. Not whisk them, but stir them with the water so that to get the clumps out if there's any clumps. And I feel like when you add a little bit of grits to your water to your grits, it rehydrates them. Say hey, Ava. Ava's not really feeling too hot today. She woke up kind of with a cough. Okay, make sure you turn your grits down because they will start popping.
Can I try some grits?
Oh, of course you can. You can always try my food, Ava.
I just don't want to try right now because it doesn't that good right now.
They're not even done. They're not done. You don't want to eat these right now.
Can I help you?
Oh yeah, you can help me when you wash your hands. You can help me on the toast. I'm turning the oven on.
Wash my hands.
Okay. Oh, okay. So when the grits are hot, take them off the stove because they will start popping. Turn the stove down. Like when I was boiling the water, I had it on like 8, and now I have it on like 2. And then you gotta stir real good. I should actually be holding this handle. Stir real good. Make sure you don't got no clumps in there. And for seasoning, hey Bridget girl, I'm over here making breakfast. A late breakfast. I know it's like, I got 11:45 my time. I woke up at like 9. For me, I kind of like to get in the shower first and get dressed before I even feel hungry. But I've been sleeping in for sure. But and I gotta think about it. It's really not me sleeping in because I'm jet lagged. So it's like it's 11 here. This would be the time I would be cooking. Okay, Ava say hi. Okay, I'm gonna give Ava her little job. Okay, you see the bread right here? You can just put like 4 slices in a pan. I have the big pan so that I can find small ones.
Only like 5 or something.
You need 5? That's fine. Put it in. And then we'll save this and then you can tie that back up on the bread, okay? I think I'll turn the oven on. And then I'm going to give you a butter knife to cut some butter. And then whatever butter you don't use for that, I'll use for this. I'm going to add some more water into my grits. If I had more milk, because I have a tiny bit of milk left. If I had more milk, I could milk in there. Oh, go ahead. It's back. Six, Ava? You can't eat all that bread? Okay, that's good. And then you can tie this back up.
It's because just in case it's not the baby one.
I don't think he's going to be back till late. Here, there's like one piece of like, try to see if you can fix it up. And he's not going to be back till late, I think. And by the time he gets back, it's not even going to be breakfast anymore. It's going to be dinner. Okay, I'm going to add some more water to this. Sorry about the noise, y'all. Okay, I'm coming through with this hot. Be careful. What did you guys eat today for breakfast, or what did y'all eat? Because I know it's probably like lunch, honestly, but around the world it could be like dinner or something. Yeah, somebody's eating dinner and somebody's eating breakfast. Hey, El Cheapo. Girl, El Cheapo had a good live. I was only in there for a second. You good? Okay. I was only in there for a second, but it was a good conversation. And then El Cheapo started having technical difficulties. Like that. And you just put it on top of it in the middle. Don't have to smear it or anything. Oh, your phone had died, El Cheapo. Girl, they was talking about your service and everything. I didn't know your phone had died. Girl, you know what I need to get? Let me put this back. I need to get one of those portable chargers. Because that's always kind of like my fear. Like my phone's going to die. Especially when I'm like out doing a live. And I feel like when you be on live, your phone dies quicker. Oh, girl, I was looking too to make sure. You okay, Ava?
Yeah, I just
Okay. Definitely don't use that one. I went back and was looking to see if you have started a new live. Girl, El Cheapo, you need YouTubers one-on-one. Don't pick that up, Ava. Okay. What's going on over here? Okay, we're gonna help you out, Ava. Ava's over here being my little helper. We're turning her a little bit so y'all can see. Wave, Ava. She's my little helper right now. Here. Ava got butter fingers. Okay. This is a lot of butter on this one. So let's put some over there. Put some over there. You're dead. And I'm gonna put this is the blue bottom butter. I haven't seen this butter in a minute. That trash is like, it's like stuck. Use your hands. Use your hands on that. I don't know why it's doing that.
It looks like stuff.
I know, it's like stuck. But yes, we're making some food. We got some grits. We're gonna make eggs back there. Sausage, and then we got toast. Oh, be careful of your foot right there. Ava loved her little pajama johns. Okay, so we got some food right here. I'm gonna make my coffee in a second.
Can I make it?
Yes, you can. Ava said she wanted to be a helper.
I don't know if I stuff.
Yeah, I don't know either. The trash can is like the one where you put your foot on it and it lifts up, but it's kind of like stuck. I don't know why.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Can I stir it?
Yeah. We get. I'm gonna turn y'all a little bit. I might have to reposition y'all. Turn y'all a little bit. 'Cause season's right here. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Ooh, the salt is right here. I gotta move y'all. Okay, I gotta get the salt. I gotta move y'all a little bit. See, when I'm at home in my kitchen, I kind of know where to put you guys so that y'all are not in the way. But we're in a different spot, so.
And we're also not, we don't live here.
We're in a different spot, though. Ava's over here stirring. Okay. Put y'all back over here. But what's everybody got planned for the day? So I have not seen this salt since I worked in the kitchen. This is how you know my cousin is from culinary school and has worked in the kitchen. He does his little catering. And he's like us with the game, how we got a whole bunch of hustles. And these days you really have to. This is smoked black pepper. I have never seen this before. So I'm curious to see. I've never seen this before. Okay, but the eggs are good. You did a good job. Hold the bowl when you stir so that it doesn't go away. And then here's a cup for the coffee. Sorry about all this stuff on the counter. Something just started making noise. I got worried, y'all. Like, oh no, am I breaking something? Okay, so we put the smoked black pepper. The smoked black pepper, we put a little bit of salt in there. We put some garlic in there. I gotta talk out loud so I don't forget what I'm doing. I'm trying to have Ava help me.
Is anyone coming back?
Not yet. That did though. Go ahead and stir it, Ava. You don't have to stir a lot. Hey, hot girl, we're making a late breakfast. We're making some grits, sausage, eggs, and toast. You don't know, it's my usual, you know, what I've been cooking when I've been down here. It ain't nothing too fancy. It's my usual, what I always make. I was gonna make French toast, but I could not find syrup. So I had to 86 that plan. But I was gonna make French toast because I know Ava likes it. Ava, those are good. That's good. We're gonna have whipped eggs here in a minute. You gotta be able to do it. You gotta pour it slow too. It's hot. Just spilling a little bit, but keep going. Okay, that's good. Why? Ava's over here pouring my coffee up. A little bit spilled. Not bad though. Not bad, girl. There's a little bit of milk in the fridge. Can you grab it? So it's a tiny bit of milk that I saved. And then Hawk said, better late than never. I know that's right. So I got the sausage over here. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Got the grits. It's a tiny bit of milk that I saved. And there's no creamer either, so we're going to make it do what it do. Ooh. I didn't have a whisk when I was making my grits. So it clumped a little bit. Not bad though. I still gotta add the hot sauce in here. Probably some more butter too. There's a bag over there on the floor that has like big stuff in it. And then I gotta get some sugar. Huh?
Do I get a spoon to stir it?
Yeah. Oh, there's a Tsp spoon right here. Well, actually, we put a little bit of sugar in it. I don't know what to do that. Hold on, now I'm coming back. And then Ava, this is the last thing I'm going to be helping you on. Thank you so much for your help. Okay, go ahead and stir it. Stir it slowly so it doesn't spill. Okay, so we are cooking. I gotta get some hot sauce for the grits. I'm gonna find some hot sauce. I know there's some hot sauce in here somewhere. Turn these up a little bit so these can cook. You see it, right?
Good?
Do a little bit more sugar.
Okay, I think that's
All right. Okay, turn up the sausage. We got. Put that back there. Turn up the sausage. We got this going. All right, Ava.
now.
It's driving me crazy the sound. It's good. Thank you. I'm gonna finish up and get out of here. And I'm gonna taste these grits. Oh, I didn't get the hot sauce yet. I have to try to remember where I've seen hot sauce. I've seen hot sauce, but I don't remember where I've seen hot sauce at. Okay, so remember I was telling y'all about Church's Chicken the other day? My cousin did go to Church's Chicken. He brought some back. And there's this little hot sauce pack that I just found. This is Texas Pete hot sauce. Church's Chicken was actually really, really good. I know I didn't do a live stream. That's because I did, I was tired that day. I don't think I did any live streams that day. But I did get Church's Chicken and it was really good. The biscuit was hitting. I could tell that they used drop biscuits and they put sugar in their biscuits, which is like kind of different for a traditional biscuit, but I thought it was really good. I like Church's Chicken and I would go back there and do a live stream there. Okay, so now we're gonna try it. Oh, it's good. I normally have like tasting spoons. Once you try it, if you're eating for yourself, don't double dip. Or if you're eating for yourself, you can double dip. If you're serving other people, do not double dip. I can tell I need more salt in here and more flavor. I might even put a little bit of cheese in here. I love cheese in my grits. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Oh, you know what it needs? It needs some more butter. not really a fan of this particular brand of butter, but like I said, you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is the Blue Bonnet, and this is the kind my mom used to get when we were younger. I think it's actually, I think it's margarine. But I get like the, ooh, you know who has really good butter? They don't really shop there that much down here. Costco. I like the Kirkland butter. That one's good. They do a lot of Sam's Club down here. And when I was growing up, we always used to go to Sam's Club. The only reason why we stopped going to Sam's Club is because the locations in Alaska had closed down. So there is no Sam's Club in Alaska anymore. But that used to be our store of choice as also. When we were younger, my mom would always go to Sam's Club. So, but now we have to go to Costco. But I really love Sam's Club. So my sausage, every stove is different, and not most stoves, but the stove that I have cooked on are always crooked. And then there's a hot side, and then there's a hotter side and a colder side. Like even my stove back in Alaska is crooked. So when I cook, I have to keep that in mind. And that's why you guys will see me rotate my pans. Y'all will probably be like, what is this woman doing? But I got a method to the madness. And I can see, I think this side over here is hotter. So we got the oven going. We're going to put our toast in there shortly. We need to get this show on the road. Let me taste these grits, see what we're looking at. I always make too much grits. Like no matter what, I always make a lot of grits. Definitely is popping over there. Definitely is popping. But y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the show as well. You can send a super chat, you can hit the PayPal or the Cash App. So let me taste these grits again. And it makes me so mad because my grits are kind of clumping up. I'm telling you, I feel like when you use a whisk, your grits do not clump up. Okay, Hawk said just gotta keep stirring. Okay, maybe that's what it is. See, I ain't got time to doing all this stirring. The grits taste good though. And I got my eggs on my pan for my eggs back here. Okay, when I put butter in the pan, I like to swirl the pan around. Okay, Hawk said fork works good too. Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, if you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork too. The fork works. And I got a fork right here. I don't know why I'm not using it. You know why? The fork feels very slow for me. I don't have like any big forks here. Or I can't find them. You're drinking my coffee. You're stressing me out. I am so scared when I know you just hammer that I'm gonna like forget my what I have in the oven. Okay, so we got that one back there. Good. Ooh, I'm sorry. For you know what, when you're not at home, it is so freaking hard to cook in somebody else's kitchen because it's like it's not set up how you're used to per se. And then you gotta open every drawer to find something. It's crazy. Just like, okay, I think we're just about good on the sausage. Look for that one. This is all I can find for the for the egg. Okay, no, that's okay. A little bit faster. Got to go. Okay, so we got grits on. We got the sausages back here. And then we got our eggs right here. We're gonna keep stirring our grits. Y'all make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, support the channel. Let's keep the stove on so that we can continue to cook. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check out some of the recipes that I have on here. This channel originated in Alaska. We did a lot of cooking, all types of stuff. Dinner food, breakfast food, lunch food, appetizers, all types of stuff. And when I be at home, I'll say this. When I be cooking, I be cooking fast, but I'm in another kitchen today, it takes a little bit longer. But I also really enjoy cooking. And today, I feel like cooking is like my therapy. Hey, Emperor, what's up? So when I woke up today, I was like, you know, I really ain't been cooking that much. I was like, I need to cook something. And you guys know I love breakfast food, so I don't mind cooking breakfast at all. You won't hear no complaining from me about cooking breakfast. Yes, I love me a good breakfast. Hawk said by the time you get used to everything, you'll be leaving. Ain't that the truth? But when you cook at home, it's like you got your pans, you know where everything's at, you know what you do and don't have. When you go to somebody else's house new, you gotta be like, you know, you gotta look for stuff, you gotta improvise. But this is how you know that you are a good cook when you can go to other kitchens and still make it happen. Oh, thank you, Bridget. See, that's why I like y'all. Y'all always hype me up. But when you can go around the world or to different kitchens and cook, that's how you know, like, you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're doing. But yeah, when you're at home though, it's like, it's comfortable. You know everything. You know what pans to use for when you make eggs. I have certain pans that I don't like to use for when I'm making eggs because they stick a lot. And then I have pans that I know I like to use. So okay, we're gonna put a little bit of cheese on top of the eggs. Of course, y'all know I love me some cheese. Yeah, Cheapo is in the clouds, but she is here. And shout out to Cheapo. She did a really good live. I caught it towards the end. And then what ended up happening when I found out was that her phone died. But I don't know the name of the person that she had up there. Cheapo, y'all gotta refresh my memory. But he was saying some things that I agreed with. And except for everything is a woman's fault. That was the only thing he said that I didn't agree with. Because I feel like a lot of people are blaming women for everything. It's kind of cray-cray. But he also said some stuff that I agree with. So you know what? Whether you agree with someone or not, there's nothing wrong with that. Ooh, that sounds good. Some pepper jack. You know what? I was talking to someone. Oh, I remember it was Angela. She doesn't like cheese like that. I'm like, girl, I love me some cheese. When I go to the cheese aisle, I'll get different kind of cheeses. And I feel like when you have different cheeses, it really changes the game. This is just some Velveeta, I think. Some American. But I love different types of cheeses. But you know what? I can't go up in nobody's house and talk about what they be, you know, getting and shopping for when I'm over here eating the food for free. And I would say this, my cousin, I showed y'all some of his food that he's made. He be cooking, okay? He be cooking for sure. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, this is from Dubai. Okay. Just gonna use it real quick to get this pan out the oven. Oh, I can't use it. It has a thing on there. I'll use this one. How you know what's a souvenir? Okay, so there's multiple ways to make toast. One of the ways where you can make toast is where you just put the butter in the middle, and then you could also put the butter on after. Let me see if I put this down a little bit. There we go. Emperor said, yeah, I love certain cheeses only, like American cheddar, parm, and mozzarella. You know what? I will eat different types of cheeses. Like, I'm not stuck on any particular ones. Hang on, put these on the plate so I can eat this pan. Yeah, I would do different type of cheeses. Because I like to kind of change the game up a little bit. not have it be the same type of cheese. But cheddar cheese is, at the end of the day, is my favorite, and it's the one I always go back to. Is cheddar cheese. Like, when you go to my fridge, cheddar cheese will most likely always be in there. Okay, how to get that pan out of the way too is very, very taking up a lot of room. So here is the toast. Richard said, Kojak, you gotta open your palate. Yes, there are so many different cheeses. Okay, I'm gonna make Ava's her little plate. I'm just gonna give her some bread. Just some bread and some sausage. Ooh, white aged cheddar is good. Yes, I love white cheddar with some like salami and some crackers. So freaking good. You know what? I really like what do they call it? Like meat and cheese trays. I really like those a lot. Okay, now I'm gonna get us situated. We're gonna go over to the table. Ava! This is Ava's little tray right here. This is all I'm gonna give her. Ava don't eat eggs like that yet, or grits yet. I say yet because I still have hope for my baby. That one day, she will eat more stuff. I might give her a little bit of eggs. You know what's so crazy? Ava's been being a good eater when my cousin cooks, but when I cook, I notice she don't act the same way for me, and it's so jacked up, honestly. He had her eating pepper jack cheese. If it was me, she'd be like, "It's too spicy. It's not right." But for somebody else, she loves it. Okay. Clean up a little bit before we get too into this. Ava, I got some food for you. Some food for you. You want me to bring it to you? Well, I can't. My legs don't work. What? Oh, I forgot you wanted to try those. Ava said she wanted to try grits, y'all. Okay. She'll probably like the grits sweet. Yeah, when you're forced to eat anything, it's gonna give you really bad like anxiety when you eat it again, or bad memories, you know? So that's why I say, like, it's okay to give a kid food, and have try to make them try it. But when you be forcing people to eat stuff, that's when you get the bad memories, and that's when you become scarred, and then you don't want to eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to scar nobody. And so we gotta be careful with all that, you know. I think I'm gonna move you guys over here. But yes, you don't want to scar nobody. And then grits and rice are fillers. That's why they used to try to fill stuff with it testicular. You know what? You got a good point there. People whose families that don't have a lot of money, you are gonna be eating a lot of rice for sure.
I didn't really like the eggs. They kind of taste kind of funny.
Look, Ava, don't be coming over here on my live stream hating on my food, okay?
It's not tasty.
But Ava, don't my eggs always taste the same? Or maybe you just don't like eggs yet.
I'm not an egg person.
Not yet, but that could always change. Let's see if y'all try to get the plate in there so y'all can see. I go back a little bit more. Okay. Y'all see? Okay. After a while, you just gotta stop. You're like, it is what it is. And then Hawk said Farina. What is that? I feel like I heard that name before. When I'm done cooking, I like to rinse a little bit, put a little bit of water in my pan, so that when I do go back, it's not so hard to clean up. But some of y'all don't even like cleaning up, so y'all don't be thinking about stuff like this. I be thinking about stuff like this. Make sure I fix my hair. Okay. And then Empress said, right, I clean up as I go, so in the end, it don't be as rough. And the Hawk said I like grits smoother. Let me get me a little bowl. And Ava said she want to try the grits. We finna see. But yes, I try to clean as I go. And if I don't have a lot of backed up dishes from the meal before. Some people will cook and the whole kitchen already be tore up. And so when they go to clean up, it's like a sink full of dishes, and then it's crazy. I am looking for some bowls. I'm going to make Ava a little bit of grits in there. Not too much because Ava be playing games. You know what? I have not had cream of wheat before. I just have heard, I guess, really bad things about it. Yeah, there's a dishwasher here, but I don't, even if I am somewhere with a dishwasher, I'll still wash by hand. Because I don't have a dishwasher in Alaska. And honestly, I don't really have too many good experiences with dishwashers either. Like, every time I've used one, it has, like, put white spots on my plates. It hasn't cleaned them well. And then it's like the dishwasher was always broke. I just don't really have too many good experiences with dishwasher. I'm gonna add a little bit of grits or water to my grits because they're thick. They thick, y'all. I just have never really had good experience with dishwashers. I'm just like, I might as well just wash my hand if my dishes are not gonna come out clean. I really don't like that. Oh, I'm like, where's the fork I had? It's right here. Okay, I'm only gonna give Ava a little bit because she wanna just try them. That don't really mean nothing. But I am very proud of Ava because she is a picky eater. So for her to even be trying things, that's a big step for us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't mind washing clothes. Oh, speaking of washing clothes, I got some clothes right now in the washing machine. Thank you for reminding me. I gotta go put them in the dryer when we get off here. I don't mind cleaning up and like washing. I don't want to live in dirt, or I don't want to live in a filthy house. So with that being said, I will clean up because I cannot take it. I cannot take when the kitchen is messy. I just don't like clutter like that. And one time I was cleaning up my house and I was like, ugh, so dirty in here. My sister was like, what? I was like, you don't see this? She was like, it is not that bad in here. She was like, you should see my house. I know I can't live up in your house. And then Hawk said exactly, it feels better when it's clean. And for me, I feel really overwhelmed when it's dirty. I just feel like overwhelmed mentally. Already. Just waking up, you feel overwhelmed. You know what's crazy? I'll cook all this food, and then when it's time to eat it, I'm not even like that hungry. Ava, I made you some. I don't even be that hungry no more. After I cooked it all, did all this work. But I sure am gonna eat it though. Don't get confused. So this is grits right there with a little bit of cheese on top. Let me get you a spoon. You want some cheese on top?
Oh yeah.
Use this one's yours. I only put a little bit in there.
This is the one that I like it now.
Yes, exactly. And I don't want to force you to eat all this if you don't like it. Because then when you do that to people, it gives them, they start to hate the food. It's hot, so be very careful. Wait like 5 minutes, okay?
I'm gonna leave it here. I'll let it sit here.
Okay. I'm just going to clean up a little bit before I go sit down. Put some of the spices back. I'm going to reheat my coffee again, too. Okay, now we're going to sit down and really talk and really get into it. Sure. Okay. My cooking needs some more forks. To me, there's not enough forks here. But I feel like, honestly, I even need more silverware in my house. That's how I feel. But at the same time, he's by himself, so he probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you get like a whole family in there, kids and all that. Because if you don't have enough silverware and it's just you, it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't even have a problem. All right, Emperor. Get my coffee up a little bit. I'm gonna move y'all to the table. That was a lot of work cooking up in this kitchen. Okay. I'll be right back. I forgot. No more. Ooh, these grits is hot. Okay, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me make sure y'all got a good view. Let me try down a little bit. Okay, I think that's good, but we will see. So we finally cooked. Whew, we got everything done. We getting ready to eat. We're getting ready to eat and get into it. Let me take my shoes off. Okay, before we eat, we are gonna pray. Oh, let me get this water out the way. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for everything that you continue to do. Thank you for the hands that made it. Thank you for keeping us safe, even if we are on the other side of the world. And we want to ask that you watch over everyone. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. Right, here we go. So we got our pork sausage, we got some eggs, we got some toast, and we got some grits. And we got the food again here. And we are just chilling. Ava, are you using my other phone? Ava, can you bring my other phone? Try your grits. Are you using it?
That phone?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna use it for the live stream.
These are kind of good.
You said what?
These are kind of good.
They are good or they're not good?
They look good.
Oh, okay. I think my hair has been locked for like... You like it? Oh my gosh, this is a big deal. Ava just tried the grits and she likes them. It's a big deal.
It's not bad.
I make grits all the time too. I think my hair has been locked for like a year and a half. I think it's been locked for a minute. I haven't retwisted my hair since I had brain surgery. I think when I get home in like September, I'll retwist it. It's still a little bit sore in the back. In the back of my head is where they have the surgery, and I lost like, I lost a handful of dreads back here, you know what I'm saying? But luckily I have a lot of hair. But I lost some dreads back here. But it's still a little bit tender. I did wash my hair this morning. I've been washing it with baby shampoo. That's what they recommended. Just because of like, the wounds and all that stuff. But today, I use regular shampoo and conditioner, and it was like the first time in a long time that I've used regular shampoo and conditioner. And not just because I ran out of baby shampoo, so I was like, look, I need to wash my hair. I'm gonna use, I think it was like a strawberry conditioner, and I forgot the name of the shampoo, but I used regular shampoo and conditioner the first time in a long time. I've been using baby shampoo, and like what I would say is like when you use regular shampoo conditioner, it actually feel like my hair is clean. With the baby shampoo, it's gentle, but it's not the same. And then Hawk said I'm starting in locks now again. You know what? Are you watching K-pop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What I was gonna say. People that always that or people that have dreadlocks and have to cut them for some reason, they always grow them back. Like my sister Kiki, she used to have really long dreads, had to cut them. Now she's growing them back. And then Hawk said, "I want bigger this time." Were they really really small? Like people that have sister locks, that's too small for me. No more bread after that. Ava will eat a whole loaf of bread if you let her. Somebody was telling me that my locks were really small. I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think they're really tiny. Now, when people have like 5 dreadlocks, that's crazy. That's too much for me. Nope. That's too big for me. I'm like, ooh, I can't do that. I think they call them wicks. That's too much for me. But it's impressive what our hair could do, and that's why I always tell people, like, like, love yourself, and like, be proud of who you are, embrace what you got. Cause there are people that want dreadlocks and can't get them, and then Dim said I want 2025. Dim said I'm done with it. I probably got like 40. Mmm. You got 84. Yours are really small. I said I counted them. Dang, you got a lot. You almost had the sister locks. Now that's when I see people with really small dreadlocks, I always think about their edges. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Gotta be careful with grits that hot. It's so crazy, like how fast your hair grows with dreadlocks versus when you don't have dreadlocks. Your hair, like my hair, did not grow like that. It was so weird. Um, But you'll see people with dreadlocks like down to their butt because they grow so fast. It's crazy. When you leave your hair alone and don't do nothing to it, it will grow. I knew somebody that combed out their dreadlocks. I'm telling y'all, bro, don't do it. That person's hair was like broke, and then they went and permed it. Just did not listen to me. Rich said, yeah, it grows when you don't do anything to it. I seen somebody cut them, and they said they were going to reattach them. They haven't yet. But I got a couple of dreads in the back of my hair that are like hanging on by a thread. I think when I was having the surgery, they cut a couple. They cut the patch. They cut the square that they needed to do the brain surgery. Right. The dreads that were in the way, they cut them off. There are a couple of dreads in the back of my head that are like hanging on by a thread because they cut it a little bit, but they didn't pull the dread off. So I want to try to interlock it so I can save those couple of dreads. It's probably like 5 dreads in the back of my head that are like hanging on by a thread. But I don't want to lose them. I want to interlock them. And I know I could cut them off and reattach it, but I feel like I could also interlock it because it's still hanging on there, still attached. And I used to have one of the little interlocking tools, but I'm gonna order one, and then I'm gonna save these dreads, y'all. I got like 5 dreads in the back of my head that need to be interlocked and are hanging on by a thread, and I want to still save them. Hawks, I still have mine, but I'm not gonna reattach them. Somebody offered money for them, but I'm like, no, that's wild. Well, what are you gonna do with it, Hawk? But that is weird that people want to buy your hair. That's a new experience, but it makes sense because what if you had good dreads and they want good dreads too? If you don't sell them, what are you going to do with them? Look, girl, somebody bald-headed could use them dreads. But there's this guy I know who had like really long dreads, and what he was saying that he wants to do is that he wants to grow his hair back out and reattach him. How much money do they offer you, Hawk? That is a weird but if you think about it, that's what the hair stores do. They sell hair. If you think about it. Where I would have sold that hair. I'm right here. I would have took me a picture and got on by my day and took the money. Shoot, $500? That's something that I never really thought about. It's like, do you feel like giving someone that hair is giving them your energy? That's something I never thought about before. Cause I guess when you hear British out here that laugh aloud, probably do it to someone in need. Ooh, okay, so the person that offered you the $500 you don't like. Is that what it is? But you know, people do donate their hair. I forgot what it's called. But people like grow their hair out just to donate it. Oh, I say it was just for vanity. But you know what? We gotta. The world is really into the vanity right now. It's kind of sad. Well, these grits are like nice and warm. Shout out to Emperor for taking care of his parents. I hope when I get, my daughter helps him help me. I don't know if I'm gonna have more kids by then or not. I don't know, but I think as a parent, we all want our kids to take care of us. And you could tell the parents who were bad to their children by how the kids treat them. You know what I'm saying? Emperor saying the mailman was tripping. Look, everybody tripping these days. Crazy. Remember, we up here talking about locks. We be having the most randomest conversations at breakfast or over food. We was talking about locks, reattaching them, and I was telling y'all I have a couple of threads in the back of my head that are like hanging on by a thread, And the Empress said I had to regulate on the mailman. Once I showed him my badge and my pew pew, he straightened up and stopped being a goofy. What was he doing? Emperor, I don't know how, but you be getting into it with everybody, it seems like. Or you be letting them know. But sometimes people be tripping. Hey, Arnell, what's going on? What? He spilled coffee over the mail 3 times? Yeah, and he still delivered it? Yeah, I said, Emperor's the equalizer. Oh my goodness, but yeah, that is definitely. That's crazy to spill coffee on the mail 3 times. It's like, it kind of seems like you doing it on purpose. Like, are you just getting coffee and pouring it over my mail? Emperor, you be careful out here. You know, these people are crazy. What? I wonder what happened in that situation. It seems like they should take the mail back. Amber, you be in some crazy situations. You be in some... Amber, your life is a movie. Him said he ain't the one. You know what? I do believe that when folks know that you're a pushover, they will do the most. And Bridget, what job you got? She said my job is a movie. I feel like my life is a movie. It's crazy, like I feel like I just be sitting here chilling and everything be happening to me, and it's like, what the heck is going on? I'll be like, Lord, let me just make it out of this year. Let me just see another month. Mmm. A court reporter is the one that types the transcripts, right? Yeah, I think, yeah, the court reporter is the one that types transcripts for the court, right? And if you have that job, I could see how it could be a movie. Because, man, even when you watch TV, you be hearing some crazy cases that don't make no sense. Mmm. Yeah, that's a crazy job. That's one of them jobs where you be like, I need therapy to come up in here and deal with this. That's one of them jobs. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like I got trust issues because of the stuff I've been through. But then to do a job like that, you have to have a lot of trust issues. You know what I'm saying? Because you seeing crazy stuff. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. A drink, a hug, or something. Bridget, what made you want to do that job? Oh my gosh. Everybody needs a job, you know what I'm saying? But what, do you have to go to school for that? Or are they taking anybody off the street? With the right resume? And it's like, where can you really go work after that? Because you're like, bitch, are you okay? In that job? And I would get scared because I don't want some criminals seeing my face. And you're in Florida? Girl. I was a pharmaceutical representative before this. And just wanted something different. Well, you surely got it. Yes, but then to just like be stuck in court all day, like that's your job. And Rachel, you in Florida, right? There's crazy people out there. You know what Charlamagne the God always says on the Breakfast Club? He says the craziest people come from Florida, and people from Florida be mad. Okay, so Hawk said good money. Okay, what? What type of good money? Yeah, when I used to work in dermatology, the drug reps would fly to Alaska and be trying to sell the doctor or the office new drugs. And so they would bring everybody lunch. But the drug reps seemed like they had a cool job. You have to just remember all the facts about the drugs. But they made some good money, it looked like. And then Empress said, ain't no money or amount of money worth being stuck in court all day. Well, let's hear the number first. Bridget said she loves it. You love the court reporter or the pharmaceutical job? Well, Bridget, as long as you love it, that's all is needed. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, are you one of those people who like is nosy and you like the mystery, like hearing who did it? I am very nosy, so it probably would be a good job. Like I like hearing that's like hearing the court the cases and stuff, but sometimes it gets very sad when it involves children and all that stuff. So do you work with the same judge or the same set of people? Aw, and that's good that you love your job. A lot of people hate their jobs, don't like their bosses. Um, and Empress said, I'm on the permanent do not call list. And Bridget said, I'm nosy too, girl, me too. Maybe I need to be a court reporter. And then it's like you get to hear everything and you gotta type everything out, but you're not really involved. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like that part. Like I'm not involved. Don't talk to me about nothing. In my opinion, I just want to hear everything. And then jury, Empress said jury duty doesn't pay enough around here. Yeah, one time they wanted my brother to use jury duty for like a long time, and they were gonna pay him a little bit of money. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then I remember when people get jury duty, they always try to find a way out of it. Yeah, you can just go to court and be nosy, but Bridget got it mad because she get to go to court, be nosy, and get paid for it. But certain cases I would not like. Any case that involved harming children, I would not like. Or anything involved with children, I don't even want to work on. But then as a court reporter, you can't really pick, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? The high profile cases, um, in the YouTuber, or like the Diddy case, a lot of the YouTubers would go to the court because the courts are public. Um, there was a Young Thug one that was a high profile case. There's a lot of other profile cases too. Dang, $15 a day for jury duty, yeah. And it's not fair because when people have jobs and you're offering them $15 a day and they have bills, it's like, are you kidding me? Come here, let me slap you. Like you messing up my money. Oh, okay. So Emperor got a doctor's note. I've heard people doing that too, getting a doctor's note or saying, or you know what I'm saying. But it's like you're offering somebody $15 a day that got real. $15 a day. What is that? Can't nobody do nothing with that. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a full tank of gas. Yeah, barely even lunch. And then you gotta think 15 times 7. Nigga, y'all gonna have me living in poverty for real. I'm gonna be homeless. And then you want me, depending on the crime, the whoever the criminal is gonna be able to see me. So now you put me in harm's way too. See, I'll be worried about stuff like that. Like, I don't even want you to see my face. And Bridget said, I love laughing at the potential jury excuses and try to remember them in case I need an excuse one day. Look, I have seen people come up with all type of excuses. They'll say medical, they said something medical. They'll say they got a dog, or people will come up with all type of excuses, and I really don't blame them. They don't pay for gas. They don't pay for parking downtown. They don't pay you for your meals downtown. No things. They're not scandalous, Emperor. Why do y'all think jury duty is paid so little? Oh, that's a good one. I'm racist. Look, ain't nobody gonna get this. It's everybody's fault. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never done jury duty, and I'm kind of scared to even admit that. We knock on some wood, cause I don't want them calling me. And you know, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say I'm disabled. I can't see straight. I can't process thoughts. I'm just gonna let my shit fucked up. Think like, man, we saw you on YouTube cooking and stuff. You know how to do some stuff? No, I can't. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, but $15 a day, they out here playing games. And then talk say I'm legally blind. Yeah, I can't see straight. I can't think, and I get sudden onset of headaches. I'm at my doctor about to know. Nope, can't do it. But I'll watch on TV. And leave me alone. I was on $15 a day. What? Especially if you gotta think. What if you have to get childcare? That's just scandalous. Why? Because I feel like the courts make a lot of money. Why is jury duty so low? Mm-hmm. But they don't want to put them people on the jury because the jury gonna be looking all cracked out and crazy. Yeah. Okay, the government is famous for acting like they ain't got no money. But it's like, where's all the money going to? Where's all the tax dollars going to? Hawk said, all this work for food, they can pick them up, two birds, one stone. That is true though. But yeah, it's like, where's all this tax money going? I don't get what's going on here. Cause as soon as it's time to get paid, the government got their hand out trying to take your money, and then they want you to do jury duty for nothing, for no money. That's my job, LT, but I gotta make you hungry. Yes, Emperor is right about that because I remember when Doge first started in the beginning or January 20th, and they were coming out with some of the amounts about where the money was going. It was to some crazy ass places. Like what? But yeah, we're so busy helping other people, which is nothing wrong with helping other people. But you should help your own people first before you help others, is what I think. And we can't say that we're helping other people when the world, or you seeing all these damn homeless people outside. Yeah, we're sending all this money over to very dumb causes, stupid causes. Yes, Empress said charity starts at home. The homeland is jacked up, and can't nobody even argue. Hey, Slim Jim, I was just on his live. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. Uh, he be putting in that work. Yes, Emperor. We shouldn't have a single homeless person in this country, especially homeless vets. And I don't know what's going on with the vets, but it seems like they want everybody to sign up to fight for this country, and after that, they just throw them off to the side. It's kind of what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when they come back and they need all this help and all these services, they gotta fight for that help. It is kind of, to me, it's unfair. And then at the same time, you're handing all this money over overseas, and then you're helping all these illegal immigrants who broke the law. But then you want to treat people who are in prison and in jail or going through the legal system like trash, but then you want to help these illegal immigrants. It's like, what? Hey, I am so confused. Empress says shouldn't be unemployment in this country. I use a nation's simulator, and let's just say I have zero unemployment and zero homelessness in my country. Uh, yeah, and then like when I heard, sorry, I gotta pop my ear. When I heard the amount of money they were sending over, I'm like, bro, just that $20 million or that $1 billion, that could have solved a lot of the problems. But I think, allegedly, in my opinion, they want to keep this country broken, and they want to keep people poor, and they want to keep people down. Because as long as people are kept down and oppressed, and it's hard for people to survive, the top will stay at the top. In my opinion, and allegedly. Empress said the VA talks to vets and their families like a dog when you go for help. I've had to cuss folks out at the VA, and then they all say, my hands are tied, there's nothing we can do. Mm-hmm. And you know what? When COVID happened, the fact that they were just able to put together stimulus packages and give everybody all this money let you know that they could have always have done that. How you all of a sudden got all this money to bail everybody out, to put money in everybody's pocket, and you didn't have it before? Like, y'all been had money. We have had money. But it took these dire circumstances for y'all to want to help people out and to care. And it was so sad. I don't know what the answer is for the world. I don't know. I don't know what how things are gonna end up in my lifetime, but I just know I'm gonna keep going. That's all I know. Mm, yeah, I think that's all anybody can really do. What? Really? Look. Okay. It seems like when Trump first took office, he wanted to call to, he wanted Ukraine and Russia to make peace, allegedly. When they first kind of portrayed it, they kind of made it sound like it was Zelensky's fault. That's why they don't have peace. But now, in my opinion, it kind of looks like it's Putin who don't want peace. So, okay. So last week, Putin and Trump met in Alaska, which I thought was kind of weird. But it makes sense because I think Trump has been to Alaska a couple of times. And Alaska is a Republican state. Emperor says, though, that Putin is currently tearing that other country out the frame right now. And what it sounds like from that meeting, it does not sound like, excuse me, it does not sound like peace was established. Even after the meeting, they didn't really have anything to report. So now it's kind of looking like they had Zelensky looking crazy, and Zelensky was talking reckless. I think anybody who saw how Zelensky was talking could admit that. But now it's kind of looking Trump look a little jokish because you're saying that you can do all this and do all that, but Putin look like he don't. Putin don't look like he want peace. It looks like he wants to continue on with the war. He don't care who go, who you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, let's see. I don't know what the answer is for that on that situation. Also, then the meeting on Monday at the White House, that was a joke too. Okay, so they had another meeting at the White House. Ain't no ceasefire gonna happen. Ain't no end to the war in sight. It doesn't sound like it. Emperor, do you feel like the U.S. should just stay out of it? Should just stay out of it, mind our own business, ain't got nothing to do with us? Or are there some kind of ties that we have to this war? And Hawk said, I roll with God. Whatever happens, happens. I know that's right. I know that's right. And that's why I just feel like, look, if something don't work out for me, it wasn't meant to be. It's God's plan. And the Emperor said, yeah, Monday, Trump, Zelensky, and leaders from Europe met. See, the problem is Zelensky and Putin are not meeting, right? But then, how do you meet with someone who's currently at war with your country? I don't know. The United States should have stayed up out of it. That's the one part I do agree with. Stop policing the world. Let God handle it. Yeah. And it's like, did somebody elect us to fight for world peace? I'm confused. Did I miss something? I get we want to save the world, and it all sounds great, but we can't stop wars with long histories. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not for us to do. That's a lot of work too. And then it's like, we're trying to fix other countries when we're broken. That don't even make no sense to me. But now, Trump has said so much that if this war continues, it makes him look bad because he said so freaking much. And he was acting like he was God, like, oh, I'm gonna stop the war. They gonna listen to me. Da, da, da. No, bro, this is not. But you know, it looks like it's starting to be an ego thing. But it's like you can't. We're not the referee for the world. And at this point, if you choose to stay in a country that is in the middle of war and you refuse to leave and you get the opportunity to leave, I do feel like whatever happens is kind of on you. Okay, so Empress said, well, the UN is based here and POTUS is also the leader of the free world. It comes with the territory, but damn. And they always say that's leader of the free world. It comes with the territory, but damn. Right, certain countries has been fighting since Jesus was here. And even before, you ain't gonna stop it now. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of history involved in these fights too. Okay, so Still City Travelers. Hey, David, how you doing? Said, this is the first time in almost going on 4 years that we got Putin to even talk and entertain anything. Joe Biden's approach with giving them hundreds of billions of dollars and not talk didn't work. I agree with that. As far as Biden handing over thousands of dollars, even millions, it was not gonna work. So Still City is pretty much saying, well, at least Putin's talking to us now. I am glad that Trump, I think he put a stop to it or he slowed down some of the money. Zelensky was talking crazy when he came up to the White House. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? You know you borrowing my money, right? He was talking spicy. He was talking like, well, you gonna give me the money or you gonna see what's gonna happen. Like, hold on, bro. I feel like they had like spoiled Zelensky with all that money that they was giving him. So I do agree. I'm glad that Trump kind of slowed the money down and kind of checked him real quick. Like, hey, bro, calm down. Right, I agree with that. Empress said, ooh. Hold on, my set's falling apart, y'all. I got my phone right here. Biden gave them billions and trillions of our money. That got to stop. You know what? I feel like these politicians who use and abuse taxpayer money needs to be held accountable. You should not be able to just give somebody millions and billions and trillions of dollars without some type of oversight, some type of approval. It's like, how can this, how is this allowed? It just makes me kind of mad because it's like, you gave all that money away for what? What did we get out of it? A bunch of people not here anymore and the city in chaos. That's all we got. And then Empress said, yeah, every time Zelensky comes to DC, he makes demands. Yeah, how are you making demands when you're asking me for money? Like, who the hell you think he is? Then he got flanking with Trump in the Oval. Yeah, he was talking crazy. You remember how Uncle Phil off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air threw Will out? Well, I don't remember his name. But Will Smith out the mansion. That's how they needed to throw Zelensky out. The way he was talking. They needed Uncle Phil to throw him out the house. He was talking crazy when he came up there. Like, bro, who do you think you are? Okay, it was Jazz. Okay, so Will Smith's character was Jazz. But yes, how they threw him out the mansion is how they need to throw Zelensky out the White House for talking like that. He reminded me of that relative who has just borrowed so much money and forgets that they owe you anything or even says say thank you. But Trump was like, who the hell you think you're talking to? And then Steel City said, and they made it seem like Ukraine was going to win with 30 tanks and 5 fighter jets. We gave them to a country that is producing tons of military equipment. Russia is a warehouse powerhouse. Wasn't at one point they were saying that they were losing a lot of troops? Trump a better one than me because I would have stole on the list and half the Secret Service tossed him up out of there. Yeah, the Secret Service needed to toss Zelensky out like Uncle Phil did on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was talking crazy. But see, you have to be careful with who you just give stuff to. Because they get that sense of entitlement. And that's what Zelensky's attitude was like. It was kind of crazy. Okay. Do you guys think the war is going to end in 4 years? Or let me rephrase that. Do you think Trump is going to be able to end the war? And he has about 4 years left. Do you think he's going to be able to end the war? Honestly, I don't even trust Putin. I feel like Putin would say it's over and still be shooting off bombs. Okay, so Steel City said Russia got a lot of manpower. And then even if they end that war, aren't there like so many wars going on around the world? It's like, bro, we gotta just get out of here. We gotta get a new mission. There's a chance he can end that one. The other war in the I country, he can't stop. Yeah, bro. That's what I was saying, Emperor. Like, there is so many wars in the world. I think we need to get another mission and focus on something else. Because that's just an uphill battle. There's a lot of history tied into a lot of these wars. And we got, like Hawk said, we got to let God handle it. Ava, can you take my charger? My white one? I think I put it back in my backpack. Yeah, but I think that honestly, like, we have enough stuff that we need to focus on over here. Enough stuff going on. Even I have realized that I can't change everybody. People are gonna do whatever they want to do. With all that being said, I'm not arguing with nobody. I don't care like that.
What's the long or short one?
The long one. Okay, so Steel City's talking about a conflict in Thailand and Cambodia. I didn't even hear about that one. We don't really hear too much about. All we mainly hear about, you know, the Middle East. Like, that's one of the big ones that they always talk about. I think I remember hearing a little bit about, what is it? Cambodia is one of those territories that is not a part of China that they want to be a part of China. It's something like that that I remember hearing about. Okay. So we're done with this one. When I'm done with my food, I gotta move the plate away from me. Like, I don't know what it is. It just bothers me. Okay. And the Empress said, yeah, that Thai Cambodian one is about to be a doozy. You didn't want that one to blossom. I was getting intel about that one. I gotta read up some more about that whole thing. I don't, there is so much going on in the world. It is too much to follow. I see why they have like teams of people who report this stuff, because it'd be a lot. Hey, were you able to find it? No. Is it in the pink bag or on the table? Okay, I'm trying to get my charger to plug y'all in, because I don't got nothing to really do today, so I'm like, well, maybe we should just keep talking on here. Y'all, I tried to do a panel show the other day, and it kind of went cray-cray. I'm going to do another one, but I don't know about if I want to do one today. So, like, woo. Yeah, that's it right there. Because when you do panel shows, people come up, they talk, they say how they feel. And when you're inviting people onto your platform, it can get kind of crazy. And that's why I'm okay with doing the vertical view, where it's just me talking. I'm okay with that. But I know El Tipo has been asking me to do a panel show for a while. And, you know. Huh?
I'm sorry for that.
Oh, it's okay. You did a good job. Okay, it's working anyway. Oh, wait. Anyway, it turned green. It's working.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. Okay, so I tried to do a panel show the other day, and I know y'all been asking for a panel show, but the only thing with panel shows is that when people come up, it can go good or bad, because you're inviting people to your platform. I'm like, who's this stressing me out? Y'all can ready to ruin my show. But luckily, you know, I have a lot of videos. The people that support me and have been watching my content know I don't partake in the foolishness. I don't agree with mean people. I'm not a mean person. So I don't know if we're going to do a panel show today. I don't know. And I would say, shout out to the ladies, because the ladies know what it is. But we have had men come up before. Some great black men. Maybe that's not why else people left. I don't know. Emperor is so funny. Yeah, I'm like, I wanna. Oh, you know what? But I found out, Emperor, before I went on, they have this radioactive shrimp that they just recalled from Walmart. So I do want to talk about that. Maybe we gotta just stay away from certain subjects or something. I don't know. But I want to talk about this radioactive shrimp. Because what does that even really mean? And then maybe El Cheapo wasn't mad about that. Or, you know, I don't know. Amber's so funny, though. But yes, we did have a good show yesterday. It went a little left towards the end, but that's okay. Sometimes when you have panel shows, that is a possibility. And that's why a lot of people don't be dropping the link. But it is nice being able to talk to the foodie gang. Like, I do like that aspect of it. Mmm. Still City said I don't eat seafood. Japan dumped all that with nuclear reactor waste in the water from that horrible incident like 12 years ago. Still City, where do you live at right now? Yes, they said radioactive shrimp. I'm like, what the heck does that even mean? But shout out to Next Level. Next Level, I believe, was a vegan. I don't think he is vegan anymore. It sounds like he's eating meat again, but he was talking about the shrimp. He was talking about the seafood and how we have to be careful. These are things that he did mention, and not just ate shrimp the other day. A lot of the seafood does come from overseas. It's actually hard to find seafood, in my opinion, from the US. But yes, they have like some type of radioactive shrimp that they recalled. I was like, what? Let me go see if I can find an article. And they said it's from Walmart too. Everybody shop at Walmart.
It's Walmart Day.
What?
It's Walmart Day.
It's Walmart Day? They have a Walmart Day?
No.
I'm about to look it up. She playing games. See, I got the phone plugged in. It says that it's charging. So, hopefully we're good. We're gonna find out though. Still, City said they stopped buying shrimp from Japan. But aren't Japan and China close? And all the water is connected, you know? Right? So, ain't it the same thing? Wow, this is crazy, the radioactive shrimp. Let me go to an article. So I kind of wanted to do a live stream about that. Okay, FDA warns people about radioactive shrimp recalled at Walmart in a dozen states. Why it matters. This is not your chance to develop amazing crustacean-based superpowers. Any prolonged exposure to radiation could cause sickness or even death. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna let my cousin know about this because I know he be everybody shop at Walmart. I don't know why my phone keeps doing this. Sure it's charging, but we'll see. If something happens, I go away. I'll come back later with another live stream. The only thing about eating grits is that they be all stuck in your teeth and everything. That's the only thing about eating grits. Okay. The FDA said Tuesday that certain types of great value raw frozen shrimp at Walmart may be contaminated with, I can't even say that word, cesium-137, a radioactive isotope. Why are they even putting that in the food? That is crazy. And Empress said, yeah, that shrimp was probably farm raised and the water is contaminated. I got hazmat certifications and that nasty stuff. Yeah, like they. How y'all get the shrimp to be radioactive? You trying to kill us in the masses? What's going on here? I'm sorry, I'm going through it right now. Okay. So a radioactive isotope. I don't even know what that means. Okay. I'm sorry, I got like grit stuck on my teeth and all that type of stuff. Wow. Empress said that isotope is common in medical situations, but in high concentrations, it will kill you. It's crazy that it didn't kill the shrimp. Or maybe it did, and I don't know. Because the shrimps were alive, I'm assuming, before they killed them, so. Okay, so it means radioactive chemical. Yeah, I need simple terms, Emperor. Thank you. Okay, U.S. Customs and Border Protection initially told the FDA that the isotope, the radioactive isotope, has been detected in containers at 4 different U.S. ports. The FDA said. The FDA then found the isotope in one sample of breaded shrimp. But then it's like they let it all through, you know? The shrimp was probably raised on a farm. They were in the water on the farm. The water had that radioactive material in it. Oh, and I reported on, I think it's called seafood fraud. And what happens is they only test a small batch because there's so much seafood coming through. So they could have simply have just missed it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much seafood coming through. Probably got the water imported from my nuclear power plant. That's crazy. Um, Indonesia's BMS Foods allegedly violated the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, the FDA said, because the products appears to have been prepared, packed, or held under insanitary conditions whereby it may have been contaminated with disease 137 and may pose a safety concern. Okay, yes, but no shrimp that tested positive for the radioactive isotope have entered the U.S. commerce supply, according to the FDA. I don't believe that because if it's sold at Walmart and recalled, how could it not? Okay, Empress said, oh, Indonesia, that explains it. But I'm surprised that we don't, yeah, we having our own seafood. Like, dang, all this, you know what I'm saying? Like, but so I think a little bit it's kind of our fault. Why are we trusting these people? All products from BMS are banned from coming into the U.S. until the firm has resolved the conditions that gave rise to the appearance of the violation. It's not American bred shrimp, it's foreign. Other countries don't have standards like we do. I get that, Emperor, but if we know that, why are we even letting in any of their seafood? I tell you why, because people want the money. And it's we know they have lower standards on seafood, so why are we accepting their seafood? But it's a money thing. Like, these restaurants know they can make money. These stores know they can make money. They don't even care like that. Which Walmart shrimp products are radioactive? The FDA shared that 3 great value products that should not be shared, eaten, or served to others. Great value brand frozen shrimp, and they put a code and they put an expiration date. Great value brand frozen raw shrimp. Okay, so they got 3 different Great Value brands frozen shrimp and have lot numbers. It's bad enough we raise chickens here, then we send them over to China to be processed instead of being processed here at home. I did not know that until recently. Until I heard the Canada and US tariffs. There is another animal or another product that they process over there, or I think it was they raised something and they processed it over here. It was something like that, but I didn't even realize countries were doing that or that we were even doing that. That's crazy. Okay, the products, the radioactive shrimp were sold in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. Wow. Okay, so symptoms of radiation from shrimp. Uh, I don't even believe this. I don't even believe this. Dang. Uh, Empress said breaking news: active pew pew situation at the University of Tennessee Chattanooga campus. Okay, so when I was talking to my family, uh, they disclosed to me like down here the school. I don't know if it's all the schools or just the school that my cousins go to. They were saying that there's metal detectors. And I was like, why? When I thought about it, I said, oh my gosh, that is so crazy that they have to put metal detectors in the schools before people go into them. Like, that's so crazy. But I'm hearing a lot of university shootings. Do the universities, I know the one in Alaska doesn't, or in Anchorage. Do the universities not have metal detectors? Because I'm hearing a lot of university shootings, and you know what? Schools shouldn't even have to have metal detectors, because you're going to school. But why is people so angry where they want to go and gun other people down? Like, what is going on with that? Like, if you're really going to do it like that, hey, Longfoot, if you're really going to do it like that, why don't you just take yourself out? Why you gotta try to harm others and ruin other people's lives? And, it's crazy. Oh, okay. Empress said college and universities can't have metal detectors. They're too open. And you know what? It's so sad because people be working their whole lives to be able to send their kids to college. And then you send them to college, and school just started back up too. You send them to college, you send them to these schools, and then boom, something like that happens. But like, what is going on with people's like mindset? Like, why you can't just, if you're going through it, okay, well then you go get the help you need or you take yourself out. But why you gotta take other innocent people out? But you know that saying that misery loves company is very, very true. It's sad. We didn't have metal detectors at my high school because we had 3,000 students going in through one door. That would have been impossible. It's sad. It's like people have to go through metal detectors to go to school. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. It's like, why? What is the purpose? You don't know if that person wanted to live or not. Why are you gonna go make a decision for them and in their life? But you know what? That's probably people who just are criminals and do crime and want to inflict pain on people. They not thinking the way I'm thinking. I'm thinking about, you know, the innocent people and all that. They ain't thinking about that. And Empress said when they rebuilt my high school, they got metal detectors at every entrance. They got like 4 student entrances now. Yeah, I think that the people are starting to be like, all right, these kids are getting crazier and crazier. They ain't finna stop. Let me just that one entrance in, one entrance out is for high school because high school is a little bit bigger. And even at my daughter's school, when she used to go to school, she's homeschooled now. Uh, we would have to get Buzz. Ava, can you hand my lip gloss, my lip tap? We would have to get Buzz to go in to the front door. And they had cameras. It made me feel good that everyone just can't walk in. But I think schools were and are a vulnerable spot. And especially with the universities, like Empress said, because they are very, very open. They have multiple different buildings. Anybody could just walk in. And that's why people probably ain't going to want to send their kids to college no more. And I kind of don't blame them. Like, I'm paying all this money to put my kid in harm's way. You don't know when you're going to get that call. But Emperor, let us know what goes on with that situation in Tennessee. Wow, Emperor said his high school, he kept it on him. We used to have police officers stationed in the school, which sounds crazy, but people be getting in fights. And you know what, school is getting so damn crazy that I'm actually kind of glad I am gonna homeschool Ava, and I'm very thankful that I have that privilege. I remember last year, I think it was this year, in the beginning of this year, there was an active shooter in our neighborhood, which is very rare. I live in an okay neighborhood. This don't happen a lot. There was a person who had shot somebody in our neighborhood, and then he ran to the trailer parks, right? But the school was still in that area, so they had the whole school locked down. And we had to come get our kids one by one, and it was absolute chaos. And so, but when you get that call, and I think they had texted on the phone, they were like, hey, we have an active shooter in the area, come get your kid. When you get a text message like that, and at the time, I didn't even know what was going on. I just saw active shooter. What? You know what I'm saying? When you get a text like that, it is just so nerve-wracking. It really is. And then we had to go to the school waiting this long lines to be able to get our kids. And we had to show our ID. It was madness. I don't think I had my ID on me, but they knew who I was. But when you get a text like that or you get a call like that, it just makes your heart drop. It really does. It's very nerve-wracking. It's like, what? I send my baby to school and then she gonna come, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this gonna happen? And the Empress said, yeah, back in the day, Detroit PD had many stations in each high school. They closed ours down after someone broke into it and stole all the weapons and police gear. That's crazy. And he said it's been almost 30 years later and they still haven't found all that stolen gas and gear. You know what? I think it was Erica Banks. I don't remember what city it was. She was caught at the airport with a stolen gun. It was crazy. I don't know if she's out now or not, but I remember I was watching Pink Book Lessons and she was talking about it. But yeah, she was caught at the airport with a stolen gun. Some craziness. But yeah, when they called me to come get Ava, I was so nervous. I was so scared. And just thinking like, dang, is my freaking baby okay? Because I sent her up here with y'all. And now y'all talking about active shooters. And you gotta think, if you're one of the parents who is at work, y'all know I work from home and I'm on disability. So I'm home all day. But if you're one of the parents who is at work and you get a call like that, it's very, very nerve wracking. Like, it was absolutely crazy. But yeah, y'all, they got be careful about eating the great value Walmart shrimp because they talking about it's radioactive. You might eat it and turn into a villain or turn into a superhero. Okay, so Walmart says, Ava, can you hear my lip chop? They say if you eat it or if you buy it, you can call the store and get a refund. Ava! I know she's not sleeping. I just heard her coughing up in there. But yeah, y'all, it's crazy what's going on here in the world. Right, you eat that shrimp, wake up the next day with 14 toes and 18 fingers. Yep, you remember Spider-Man had got bit by that spider? Shoot, you might generate another leg in that. It's crazy because I wonder if that shrimp looked any different. Like, did any of the shrimp have like abnormalities? Is that what they call it? Or if any of it was abnormal or anything? And it's like, y'all are feeding the shrimp radioactive chemicals? What? Craziness. The whole thing crazy. Amber said they say it looks normal. Or did they cut off the abnormal parts? And then it makes me wonder, Emperor, if the shrimp looks normal, the shrimp tastes the same, then what have y'all been doing to the shrimp? Where they're used to radioactive chemicals. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But at the same time, am I going to say I'm not going to eat any more shrimp for the rest of my life? Ooh, Empress said the people who process it and handle it at the plant, they need to get tested for radiation poisoning. God. And you know, in Flint, Michigan, when they were going through all that stuff with the lead, they were saying that the children were having like side effects of like lead poisoning, and we're gonna have lifelong issues because of the lead. I wonder what happens with the radiation. Like, that is crazy. Crazy, right? And then Empress said they finally replaced the very last water pipe in Flint a few months ago. And that issue's been going on for a long time. And I'll say this, I do feel like when issues go to social media, go to the news, go viral, and get widespread coverage, I definitely think it makes a difference. You know, like, that was crazy. And then it's like we're sending all this money overseas. People over here can't even drink the water. It's so crazy. So crazy and don't make no damn sense. Yeah, that was a crazy situation. Yeah, and Empress said almost 15 years. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about how they, was thinking about moving out of Atlanta and moving to another part because it's getting really expensive in Atlanta. I was like, yeah, a lot of people are moving to Atlanta. She was telling me the price of rent for like a 2-bedroom was like 1,500 to 2 racks, and I'm like, the problem is everywhere is so expensive now. And the Empress in Michigan, he said our current AG botched the case, and then the governor got away with it. I'm telling you, Emperor, all these politicians, in my opinion, are very shady, allegedly, and can't be trusted. And they're all working together. Believe that. We're all working together. All shady together. Oh, yeah, but she was saying it was getting expensive in Atlanta. She wanted to move to a different part. But I was like, man, honestly, everywhere is getting so expensive. And if it's not expensive and if it is affordable, there ain't no jobs. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something with it. Or it could be cheap, but then it's cold. You know what I'm saying? There's always something. And then Steel City said, I'm happy I got my house paid off. I think every state is different. Pennsylvania, cheap and good jobs. So that's great. That's great to know. Thanks for sharing that with us. Does it snow in Pennsylvania? I think it does. But I don't really ever hear too much about Pennsylvania. I'm going to have to look it up. Alaska does have good jobs, but the problem is that it's cold. It's cold and dark, which leads a lot of people to depression. And I agree with you, Steel City. I think the problem is that we're seeing all these people online getting famous off of doing other stuff. And so people don't really see. Well, that's not bad. Our winter is 6-7 months a year. That's not bad. I could do that because I'm from Alaska. And our winter seems like it's a whole freaking year almost. And we have a little summer. Okay, and Philly is in Pennsylvania, right? Okay, largest city, Philadelphia. Okay, so Pennsylvania was Democratic, but now it flipped back to red. Is what I'm reading here, allegedly. Okay, so this is kind of saying the same thing. Empress said, breaking news update, the University of Tennessee has just gave the all clear at the Chattanooga campus. There's no evidence of a pew. So that was like, somebody had called that in and it wasn't true. Hopefully they cancel classes for the rest of the day, because that's a lot. Like, Philly and Pittsburgh are the main cities in Pennsylvania. Yeah, the Dems was trying to take our mill jobs, so we wasn't with that. Empress, that's what it sounds like. Oh my God. So when I was growing up, we had a couple of bomb threats that were called into my elementary school, but they weren't true. And it's like, bro, Why, like, are you just that bored that day where you thought, let me call into the school and let me make a false bomb threat? Like, that's a crazy mindset to have, but people are really crazy out here. Okay, living in Pennsylvania could be a good experience. This is all according to Google, with a relatively low cost of living, diverse living options, and access to major cities and outdoor activities. Yeah, we had those in high school. Kids used to, yes, they be pulling a fire alarm. And Steel City said my high school got 4 to 6 cops in it. I don't know why more schools don't got cops. I don't know. I don't know why people are against more security when people are running amok. And I get it, y'all be talking about police brutality and all that, but right now, the people are brutalizing us. So, I don't know. But some people are against more security, some people are for it. One of the examples I use is DC because I've seen videos of people who say they love it, and I've seen videos of people who say that they don't like it. So I've heard kind of the both sides of the token. Um, Still sees that when I was in Asia, there was security and police on every corner. When you went to the hotels, there were armed security guards with ARs or shotguns. I felt completely safe. But see, some people feel like they don't want more security and they don't want to walk around and see armed people. Some people feel like there needs to be more security so that things could be safer. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but right now the people is brutalizing the people, in my opinion. Uh, okay, so the pros to Pennsylvania: low cost of living, diverse living options, access to major cities and nature, 4 seasons, retirement friendly. Okay, so Google got some good things to say about Pennsylvania. It said good healthcare, tax benefits, cons, aging infrastructure, seasonal allergies, which people do experience in Alaska, winter weather, unique liquor laws. Oh, okay. But high gas tax, but it doesn't always translate to high gas prices. Potential for rude people. Every city got that, baby. Every city got rude people. There ain't nothing. That's not a big deal. Every city has rude people. Okay, so somebody just called that threatening. That is so weird. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, that's crazy that somebody just called in and said there was a shooter. I think whoever made that call needs to be investigated, and yeah, And see, like, that's the thing I was talking about. Like, when you send your kid to school and you get phone calls like that, it is very, very scary. Because you don't know if that was the truth or not. And then after, I wouldn't even feel comfortable going to school. Because I feel like somebody coming to get, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't trust y'all. Yes, I remember was a rapper from Atlanta. What was his name? Young Suitor. And that woman called and swatted on that man and got that man hit up. People who make calls like that do definitely need to face some type of some jail time. Because you calling and reporting false stuff can really get somebody, put in dangerous. Gas, Steel City said gas, I think, is $3.35 a gallon right now here in Pittsburgh. Gas is higher, but food's cheaper. We're a big dairy and farm, and we have a lot of amage for vegetables. Keeps options open for our families. LT, well, girl, what are you talking about? You know what? I remember that show. It was like, LT was tripping right now. I remember that show. It was like Amish something, and it was like, I've never seen an Amish person in real life. I've never seen an Amish person in real life, so that'd be kind of cool to see how they look in real life. And Empress, I got swatted in the middle of the night. I think it was my then neighbor's moist son. And then she would say, I'm in such a damn funk. Girl, me too, because after my brain surgery, I was in the recovery. I was at home. I was starting up my homeschool that I wanted to do. Things were going very well with my YouTube channels. Very, very well. I have found some people to actually help me produce content for Ava's Playtime. And it was motivating Ava to make content. I was having a lot of fun with the kids, man. I really was. I was having a good time. And I had a plan for how I wanted to start a homeschool out of my house, how I wanted to upgrade my platforms and maybe add another channel or two. Things were going great. And then boom. Blink of an eye, the whole family betrays me. Then I'm having to run for my life because I'm afraid that my daughter's going to get taken from me. So then I go to Alabama or Chicago, Alabama, and now I'm here. And it was just like, damn, my life was going so well. You know what I'm saying? I'm so thankful that I survived my brain surgery. But my life was going so well. Things were like looking up for me. And then now everything's in question. Everything that I had planned out is different now. And I'm like looking at the people that are around me, and I'm like, man, I don't even trust y'all no more like that. We used to do Sunday dinners. Now I'm just like, man, I don't even want to give y'all niggas a piece of bread. So this has been a rough year for me. I agree with you, Emperor. And I just like, it felt like I was so close to the vision I've had for years. I had somebody to help me with my cookbook that I've always wanted to do. You know, I was doing good financially, and now it's just like, it just, so yeah, I agree with you, LT, about being in that funk. I feel like the rug was pulled out from under my feet, and then you guys know how important my family was to me. You know, now I'm kind of looking like, y'all got me out here looking goofy, because I put my trust into y'all, I told y'all about my plans, and then y'all went behind my back and called people on me trying to get me arrested, which is crazy because I'm not a criminal. I haven't done nothing wrong. And, you know, and it's like, Ava was doing her gymnastics. We was doing good. And now, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, what the hell happened? But that's why I always say, like, you got to be humble because in the blink of an eye, things could change for you. And so me and other people, we going through it right now. We going through it. I'm just like, bro, I had all these plans and I was gonna start this school, and now it's like I'm just trying to crawl out of this little bed I'm in. I'm like, I can't help nobody now. Everybody for themselves. Fuck everybody, you know? So, and it's crazy to me because all I've ever wanted to do was help other people. And it seems like, it feels like I'm always the one who needs help. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ah, damn, am I always going to be struggling? Is how I'll be thinking sometimes. But I know it's God's plan, it's not my plan. Just crazy. It's been a crazy year for me. Now I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on myself and my daughter, cause that's the only people I need to worry about. Everybody else, but you do whatever you want to do. Leave me alone. Please do not call me. I'm gonna figure it out. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy I survived my brain surgery and my medical issues. Like, I'm happy I'm still here. Just the way things look for me and who I have around me is going to be different. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing I can do about that, you know? Those people made their choice, you know? It's like, there's nothing I can do. God revealed to me what he wanted me to see, and I got the message loud and clear. Now I just gotta accept it. But yeah, Emperor, this whole year has been rough. And when 2025 first started, I had so much hope. I was like, this gonna be a good year. You know what I'm saying? I got my YouTube channel. A was doing great in gymnastics. And by the end of January, I was like, oh, shit. Because they told me I needed another brain surgery. And then, and actually, when I had the brain surgery, my recovery was going very well. I was out of the hospital and rehab within 10 days. So I thought things were going great. You know, I didn't know that people was planning and plotting on me to lock me up. Like, what? And I just got out of captivity. So now things have kind of like, I feel like the rug's been pulled out from under my feet. And so, you know, I'm gonna get back to where I gotta get to. It's just I did not expect that. And I'm sure that there are other people who are going through life, who are having things happen that they did not expect. And I know I'm not the only one, but this is my channel, so I'm telling y'all my story. And, you know, but I do think that if you wake up the next day, you should be happy about that. You gotta be happy about the big victories, I should say. And we gotta just remember, like, this really ain't our plan. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So, and now, Tipo, do you got some time if I do a panel show? Are you gonna come back? Cause I know yesterday you came up, but girl, it was crazy. I'm so like, I am like so mentally done with the BS. Like, bro. El Chipo tried to hang, but she like, I'm not, El Chipo, shortly after you left, I ended up just dropping that person, and I didn't want to, because it's like, I liked you when you were in the chat, but you came up here acting crazy. I don't even know why. Like, I don't know what. I feel like I'd be attracting the crazy people. Like, why you come over here? Why you come over here? What about my energy was telling you that you need to bring your crazy behind over here and argue with me? I don't even. don't know. But I think like the crazy people be attracted to me. It's really I'm tired. Yes. Um he was like, I might come to Vegas with y'all. No, you're not. You can stay your ass right where the fuck you at. If we even go. And I say that because I got a lot going on. Uh I don't I don't know. You need to go with the other crazy people because we are all yes, and then girl, me and El Cheapo and Angela, we don't even have enough energy to argue with nobody. We are just battling life right now. El Cheapo, I had to take his risk. I was like, I'm gonna reach out to him on Instagram, but I'm like, I'm gonna give him a couple of days. You was there is no way that you listened to the live stream and got this angry. You was already mad. Already mad. Don't try to blame it on me. It ain't had nothing to do with us. You was already on one. Yeah, girl. I don't got no energy either. Like, bro, look. You need to go argue with the people on Freezy's channel. They got way more time. We over here, we're tired, okay? Chiba said, I definitely had no energy. My mind is everywhere. I just, yes, Chiba, and I know you wanted to, like, talk a little bit. Like, look, we tired and low down over here. We going through real life. We don't even got no time. I'm not arguing with these people on YouTube. They're crazy. Like, you guys need to go find like-minded individuals and argue with each other. Because I don't got time. I'm very tired. I'm dealing with life right now. I'm not going to argue that much about what the world is like. If you feel like the world is the way you want it to be, okay. I don't even care. And I'm not gonna be sitting here yelling at people. I just had brain surgery. You think I want to sit here and yell at people, hear somebody yelling in my ear? Like, if you can't talk like a regular person, and every time I talk to you, you want to be yelling, then we're just not gonna talk. Like, we're just not gonna talk. We're not gonna be friends. We can't talk, you know. If you can't talk to somebody in a regular voice and get your point across, you're talking to the wrong people. And honestly, when I talk, I don't need to be yelling for people to listen to me. When you're not a true leader, you're going to have to yell at people. But if you're a true leader, or when you talk, you got some weight to it and you got some authority, people going to be quiet. You don't need to be yelling at people. Like, I don't know. But y'all ain't got no etiquette here on YouTube. Like, who you think you're talking to? And y'all be talking crazy to people out here. And once you start yelling at me, I don't give a damn what you're talking about. I don't even care no more. Don't talk to me like that. But I got... Okay, so we might... Because I got some time today. We might do another live stream. We are going to do another live stream. I don't know if it's going to be a panel show talking about this radioactive shrimp, or we're going to do another show like this. And you know what? When you do a panel show, it is nice when new people come up. But it's also nice when the same people come up because you know what to expect. You know, like, woo! Okay, I'm just checking my email. I try to check my email at least once a day. But yes, we cooked breakfast. I'm very mad I didn't even get a picture. I'm gonna clean the kitchen up. I have some clothes I gotta put in the dryer. We back again with another live stream. Yeah, I got a little bit of free time. Well, I got a whole bunch of free time because I ain't doing nothing today. I ain't been doing nothing while I've been down here. Just been going live a lot. Cause I feel like this. If I'm gonna be sometimes I feel like I go live too much, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, I am not doing nothing really, so I might as well go live. But anywho, I'm gonna come back with another live stream. I don't know if we're gonna be talking about the radioactive shrimp on a panel show, or I don't know if we're gonna be cooking again or eating. I am not sure, but I would think of something. Shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to the moderators. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Before we get up out of here,